I would like to first of all sympathize with our friends, our brothers from the National Unity Platform who have faced numerous challenges of their members and leaders being abducted. I think this is uncouth on part of government. The very government that opened up the political space for multi-party politics to thrive shouldn't be the one abducting leaders and members of the different political parties. We condemn this with the strongest possible terms, and we urge government and the security agencies to respect the civil and civic rights of Ugandans. If any of them has committed a felony or an offense, let the right procedure be followed, rather than just picking up people, bundling them up, and subjecting them to all sorts of inhuman and degrading actions. Therefore, as we go into this election period, I will implore government and also warn the men and women in uniform that Uganda is not ending today. Respect the oath you took when you are being issued with that uniform. It is a public uniform, and therefore utilize it for the good and for the welfare of the citizens of this country. It will be unfortunate if the security apparatus bundles up people and yet allows the people from the ruling NRM to move scotch-free. If we are under multi-party dispensation, it should be both in principle and practice. Actually, to my dismay and to the dismay of this party, I don't know what has happened to Parliament. It looks like we are moving under the law governing elections of the 2021. And there has not been any amendment to that effect. I don't know if the amendments are not necessary. For time immemorial, we have been pushing for electoral reforms. And you can see that the security agencies are taking advantage of the absence of electoral reforms to act with impunity and do whatever they wish to do. Electoral Commission, which is supposed to be the regulatory body, is also silent. We are getting into an election that has no ground rules except those that will be announced at a press conference by the Electoral Commission. What a shame. The rules must be properly documented, shared with the different stakeholders who are us, the members of the political parties, so that we know how we are proceeding. In fact, let me congratulate the security agencies for the cooperation and security they accorded to NRM when they conducted the procession from Chadondo to the industrial area as they were submitting the signatures of candidate Museveni Yoweri Kaguta. And let me hope that is the standard that you have set for us, and we are going to accord the same to all the political parties that are duly registered in this country. I saw men and women in uniform running side by side with the Secretary General of the NRM and members of the NRM, and which is okay if you can also accord it to others. And let me hope there's not going to be any double standards like we had witnessed actually when we were submitting our candidates' signatures. We had a team of 12 people. and they were limiting us from accessing the Electoral Commission. As if that is not enough, we had booked midday, and we were asked to halt until the NRM is nominated, then they can attend to us. I think Electoral Commission, that was not right. We acted with civility, but we condemn that action. It was not right.